Have you ever seen a prank so unexpected that it made thousands of people laugh, only for the very next moment to leave everyone completely speechless? That is exactly what happened when Jin suddenly poured beer all over Jungkook during BTS's unforgettable first night at MetLife Stadium. The crowd exploded with laughter as Jungkook tried to recover from the surprise, and for a split second, it looked like pure chaos on stage. But then everything changed. Just seconds after the playful prank, Jin walked straight toward Jungkook and wrapped him in a heartfelt hug that instantly transformed the entire atmosphere. Fans couldn't stop talking about the emotional contrast between the hilarious joke and the sincere embrace, and many believe this became one of the most unforgettable Jinkook moments of the night. Was it simply a playful joke between two lifelong friends, or did that hug reveal something much deeper that fans almost missed? Stay until the very end, because the details behind this emotional MetLife Stadium moment are even more touching than they first appeared. The first night at MetLife Stadium was already packed with unforgettable performances, emotional songs, and thousands of ARMY creating a sea of purple lights. But in the middle of all that excitement, one unexpected interaction between Jin and Jungkook completely stole the spotlight. It lasted only a few moments, yet fans have been replaying it over and over, convinced that it revealed something special about the bond these two have shared for years. It all began when Jungkook had no idea that Jin was quietly approaching him with a cup in his hand. The youngest member was completely focused on the stage, unaware of what was about to happen. Then, without warning, Jin poured the drink over Jungkook's head. The splash happened so quickly that even the audience needed a second to process what they had just witnessed. The stadium instantly erupted with laughter. Jungkook covered his face as the liquid ran through his hair and clothes, while Jin couldn't hide his smile after successfully catching him by surprise. It was exactly the kind of playful chaos that fans have come to expect whenever these two share the stage together. For a brief moment, it looked like nothing more than another hilarious prank. Jungkook appeared completely shocked, and everyone wondered how he would respond. Would he chase Jin across the stage? Would he get revenge before the concert ended? Or would this become another legendary chapter in their endless collection of playful moments? But then something happened that completely changed the atmosphere. Instead of walking away after the prank, Jin turned back toward Jungkook. The laughter slowly gave way to surprise as Jin gently reached for him and wrapped him in a warm hug. The same person who had just embarrassed him in front of thousands of fans was now comforting him with a sincere embrace. The contrast was impossible to ignore. Only seconds earlier, the crowd had been laughing at the unexpected prank. Now many fans found themselves smiling for an entirely different reason. The hug lasted only a short time, but it felt meaningful because it showed exactly why so many people admire the friendship between these two members. Fans quickly noticed the little details. Jungkook didn't seem upset. Instead, the playful atmosphere remained, and the hug appeared to erase any possibility that the prank had crossed a line. It reminded everyone that behind the jokes and teasing was a friendship built on years of trust, understanding, and countless memories together. Looking back, the beer wasn't what people continued talking about. It was the hug. The splash created laughter, but the embrace created a memory. That single moment captured everything fans love about BTS. They know how to make each other laugh. They know how to surprise each other. And perhaps most importantly, they know exactly when to replace a joke with genuine warmth. As the concert continued, the audience cheered even louder, but many fans couldn't stop thinking about what they had just witnessed. In only a few seconds, Jin and Jungkook had turned a simple backstage-style prank into one of the night's most talked-about moments. And perhaps that's why this interaction continues to resonate long after the concert ended. Not because of the beer, not because of the laughter, but because one unexpected hug reminded everyone that some of the strongest friendships don't need words to be understood. Sometimes, one simple gesture says everything. For a concert filled with breathtaking performances, unforgettable vocals, and endless surprises, no one expected one of the most talked-about moments of the night to come from a simple cup of beer. Yet somehow, Jin and Jungkook once again proved that the smallest interactions can leave the biggest impact. As the excitement inside MetLife Stadium reached another peak, Jungkook seemed completely relaxed. He had no reason to believe that Jin was quietly preparing another playful surprise. Fans watched as Jin casually walked closer, wearing the kind of smile that usually meant one thing. Something unexpected was about to happen. Then it happened. Without any warning, Jin poured the beer directly over Jungkook's head. The audience exploded with laughter. Jungkook immediately covered his face while trying to process what had just happened. His soaked hair, surprised expression, and helpless laugh instantly became one of the funniest scenes of the entire concert. Cameras captured every angle, and thousands of fans knew they had just witnessed a moment that would be replayed for years. For a few seconds, it looked like classic BTS chaos. Many expected Jungkook to chase Jin across the stage. Others thought he might plan the perfect revenge before the concert ended. The playful chemistry between them made every possibility seem believable. But then Jin did something that almost nobody expected. Instead of simply enjoying the prank and walking away, he slowly stepped back toward Jungkook. His expression softened. The playful smile remained, but there was something noticeably different in the way he looked at the younger member. Before anyone could fully understand what was happening, Jin reached out and pulled Jungkook into a warm hug. The laughter inside the stadium suddenly turned into loud cheers. It was such a simple gesture, yet it completely transformed the mood. 1 second the crowd was laughing uncontrollably. The next, thousands of people were smiling for an entirely different reason. That single hug seemed to say everything words could not. It was almost as if Jin wanted everyone to know that behind every joke was genuine affection. The prank lasted only a moment, but the embrace reminded everyone why their friendship has remained so special throughout BTS's journey. Fans immediately began noticing details that were easy to miss in real time. Jungkook didn't appear embarrassed anymore. Instead, he seemed completely comfortable as the two shared the brief embrace before returning to the performance. It was the kind of interaction that cannot be rehearsed because it happens naturally between people who have spent years growing together on and off the stage. As clips spread across social media, discussions quickly shifted away from the beer itself. Instead, fans focused on the timing of the hug. Why did Jin choose to hug Jungkook immediately afterward? Was he making sure Jungkook knew it was all just harmless fun? Was it simply another spontaneous moment between close friends? Or was it an unspoken reminder that no matter how much they tease each other, their bond always comes first? Nobody knows exactly what was going through Jin's mind at that moment. That uncertainty is exactly why the interaction continues to fascinate fans. The longer people watched the videos, the more they discovered tiny expressions that were almost impossible to notice during the live performance. Jin's smile looked softer after the hug. Jungkook's reaction seemed to change from complete surprise into quiet amusement. It happened so quickly that many people completely missed it the first time. Sometimes the most unforgettable concert memories are not created during the biggest songs or the loudest fireworks. Sometimes they happen in the quiet seconds between laughter and sincerity. That is exactly what made this MetLife Stadium moment unforgettable. Years from now, many fans may not remember every detail of the setlist or every stage effect from that night, but they will almost certainly remember the unexpected prank, the burst of laughter that echoed through the stadium, and the hug that followed immediately afterward. Because in those few seconds, Jin and Jungkook reminded everyone that their friendship is built on something much stronger than playful teasing. And perhaps the most interesting part of all is this. As more behind-the-scenes clips and fan recordings continue to appear, many viewers believe there was another tiny interaction immediately after the hug that most people completely overlooked. If that's true, the story of this unforgettable MetLife Stadium moment may not be over just yet. As the lights of MetLife Stadium continued to shine across the sea of fans, the unforgettable beer prank had already become the biggest talking point of the evening. But what happened after the laughter slowly faded may have revealed something even more meaningful than the prank itself. The performance moved forward, the music filled the stadium once again, and both Jin and Jungkook returned to entertaining the crowd as if nothing unusual had happened. Yet fans with sharp eyes couldn't help noticing that the atmosphere between them felt different. There was no awkwardness. There was no sign of frustration. Instead, every small glance they exchanged seemed completely natural, almost as if the prank had become another inside joke that only they fully understood. That was the moment many fans began paying closer attention. Throughout BTS's journey, Jin has often been the member who enjoys teasing the younger members. His playful personality has created countless unforgettable memories over the years. Jungkook, despite often becoming the target of those jokes, has always seemed to understand exactly where the line between teasing and genuine care exists. Perhaps that is why this particular interaction stood out so much. The prank itself was funny. The hug was comforting. But what happened after those moments was even more interesting. Several fan recordings captured Jin occasionally looking toward Jungkook while they continued performing. Nothing dramatic happened, yet those brief moments became enough for fans to create endless discussions online. Some believed Jin was simply checking whether Jungkook was comfortable after getting soaked. Others thought it was nothing more than ordinary interaction between two members sharing the same stage. No one can know exactly what either of them was thinking. What everyone could see, however, was that the energy between them never changed. If anything, they appeared even more relaxed. That realization completely changed how many fans interpreted the prank. Instead of seeing it as an isolated, funny moment, people began viewing it as another example of the trust that exists between members who have spent more than a decade growing together. Trust cannot be created overnight. It develops through years of shared victories, difficult moments, exhausting schedules, and unforgettable concerts like this one. Perhaps that is why such a simple hug carried so much emotional weight. It wasn't only about saying, "I'm sorry." It wasn't only about saying, "It's just a joke." For many fans, it quietly represented something much deeper. It reflected the comfort of knowing someone so well that even unexpected surprises never weaken the friendship between you. As the concert approached its final stages, the crowd continued singing every lyric with overwhelming passion. Purple lights stretched across the stadium, creating an unforgettable atmosphere that neither the members nor the audience would easily forget. Yet among all the spectacular performances, one short interaction continued replaying in people's minds. A splash. A laugh. A hug. 3 moments that lasted only seconds. 3 moments that somehow became one of the defining memories of the night. When fans later uploaded their recordings from different sections of the stadium, something interesting happened. Every camera captured the prank from a different angle. Some recordings clearly showed Jungkook's surprised reaction. Others focused on Jin's expression immediately afterward. Every new perspective seemed to reveal another tiny detail that people had overlooked during the live performance. That only made the discussion grow even bigger. Some viewers became convinced that the emotional hug happened almost instinctively, while others believed Jin had already planned to comfort Jungkook immediately after the joke. Without hearing their private conversation, there is no way to know the real answer. And perhaps that mystery is exactly why this moment continues to live in the hearts of so many fans. Not because anyone is searching for hidden secrets, but because genuine friendships often speak loudest through the smallest gestures. Long after the final song ended and the lights inside MetLife Stadium slowly faded, countless unforgettable performances remained in everyone's memory. Yet for many fans, one image stood above all the others. Not the beer, not the laughter, but the quiet embrace that followed. Because sometimes, the most powerful memories are created in complete silence. And according to many fans who continued examining every available video after the concert, there may have been one final interaction between Jin and Jungkook just before they left the stage together. Most people never noticed it, but those who did believe it may have completed the entire story of one of MetLife Stadium's most unforgettable nights.